today for the Bitcoin price. And yes, guys, today I am going to show you something which I have never shown you before, and I want to go even further, which no one has ever shown you before. The chart I am going to pull out today is going to show us what is most likely going to happen to Bitcoin tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. Actually, it is predicting the trajectory for Bitcoin for the next 1, 2, maybe even 3 years. I want to go straight into it, and I want to explain it very, very easily so everyone can understand. I want to tell you what I expect for Bitcoin price-wise, what I am going to do with my multi-million US dollar trade on Bitcoin, what has ever happened to it, will I get wrecked or not? We will talk about that. And yes, I know I was not making all too many videos recently. That was for the very specific reason that Bitcoin was just doing nothing, going down a few $100s, going up a few $100s. So of course this is going to change. We are going to talk about it. But what I need also for more videos coming in the future, besides price action, is your likes, your love, your support, your comments, if you feel comfortable with it. If you're not doing it, I'm still gonna continue to do it because it makes me happy. And of course, I love to provide these videos for you. Now let's go straight into the content. I want to start with the Bitcoin chart here. And we are starting on the monthly candles. Dear ladies and gentlemen, what you see here is, you might think, oh, I've seen that before. He showed me that before. No, I made a very small but very important adjustment to this chart. And if you're subscribed to the channel, if not subscribed, but if you, of course, you know the basic details here, like, right, the support, the resistance. This is the last, by the way, I think right now, the last 14 years for Bitcoin, right, 2009 until today. And you see here this long trajectory for Bitcoin with these converging trend lines, right? That's number one. Of course, these orange vertical lines I talked about before as well, that is the halving dates. The next one coming, hey, by the way, in pretty much exactly 1 year. Let's celebrate that with a like, right? But it's just beautiful. I love the halving dates. It's so much action going around, so many news, so much content coming out. Beautiful. But now, what did I change? What you can see here, if we are zooming in, this big yellow area is something I had before. That is the support, which turned now into resistance. Long time I'm talking about that, right? Today I went down and I went into the history and I thought, is this kind of zone something which is typical for Bitcoin? My previous answer was yes, I think so. Because you already saw in 2018 and 19 something like this unfolding where we had multiple, this is monthly candles. On the weekly you can see even more, multiple touch points here, resistance, then here again support, here again turning into support, and Bitcoin eventually leaving this accumulation zone for the halving. Well, I went further back because this already we analyzed. You can see in 2014, 15, 16, once again, you know what? Let me go here straight into the weekly candles before you say, hey, that doesn't really look like strong support and resistance. Here you can already see 2018, 19, and 20. Strong support right there. Of course, acting as resistance. We have multiple touch points. The same thing actually goes for the second cycle, actually all the way back almost 10 years ago. Multiple. This is weekly candles. Can you imagine how long this was going on for? Multiple support areas, resistance right here, resistance right there. And actually, you can't really see it, but if I were to zoom in on the day of the halving, we also had, boom, a washout event here and another support right there. I don't know if you can see the candle, but this red candle there in the yellow vertical area. So now we have 3 consecutive cycles with this accumulation zone, which is going on. I mean, I'm sorry to say, but it's going on always for approximately 3 years. 3 years of basically sideways action. Why has never anyone told us? 3 years. This sounds like bull market, bear market, but in the end of the day, basically, we are having 3 years of sideways action where this accumulation zone is representing the average price of the 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, what I am talking about here is a theory which we have never heard before, which is somehow based on the 4-year cycle theory, but different, right? What you can see here, 2012, 2013, 2011, 2012, 2013. You can't go further back than that. This is the first cycle ever for Bitcoin with a few support zones, resistance right here, support right here, and eventually at the halving, let's zoom in once again, a washout event and support right here before we were going up. So what we are talking about here, dear lovely ladies and gentlemen, is usually, actually I would have to change the color here, usually a 1 year massive rise towards the upside. Let me actually color this maybe in green. Then a 3 year accumulation zone, which you can see right here in the color of yellow. Then again, a 1 year, let it be 1.5 sometimes, but a very short bull cycle. And then I wouldn't even call that a bear market, because what we have here is just like long sideways action. What you can see here is Bitcoin being half the time above and half the time below, right? This is an accumulation zone. This is the shakeout period. We are in that shakeout period right now. The question is, are you going to be shaken out right now or not? And here, once again, the last one, you can see it, not the last one, the one before the last one. Again, this long upwards period here, right? And then this accumulation zone, the upwards periods, it's nothing new. But for the first time, I thought, hey, maybe we should look at this. Let me actually put this in here. Maybe we should look at this zone here, not as some bear market, but as an accumulation zone, as something where the price is, if we are zooming out just far enough, is not moving at all, where we are having upwards price action, downwards price action, and now, of course, the question looming, what is the next move for Bitcoin in accordance to that? Because as you know, history is a good indicator as to what is going to happen in the future. It's not definite, but definitely history rhymes in the future. So now let's talk about what is possibly happening for Bitcoin. By the way, let me go here once again back into the face mode. If you're watching and enjoying that, go down below, like, share the video. If you want to share this, let's call it theory or something, with your friends, because I truly believe that this is something which can give us a pretty clear insight what we should expect. And I want to say one thing. It is exciting, but at the same time a little bit underwhelming what we should expect for Bitcoin here in the next 1.5 years. So, in accordance to the previous price action, we should potentially see a long accumulation phase through, like within that price range of 28, 32,000. But don't believe that we're just going sideways. We are most likely going to see something like this. Some accumulation here, Bitcoin breaking out. We just need these washouts, right? And eventually, somewhere around the halving, usually when the supply shock is coming, which is of course, as time is passing and Bitcoin's maturity is actually getting higher and higher, is going to have less and less of an impact for Bitcoin. However, it is going to have an impact for Bitcoin. And what I think is going to happen is eventually within the next few weeks, us breaking this resistance, us going to beautiful price targets. Let it be 38, 48, 44, some of these price levels. But eventually we are going to be shaken out again. And roundabout in 1 year, this is when I am expecting the beautiful Bitcoin bull market with prices way above 100,000 US dollars, if you are asking me, to happen. Now I want to know from you. I know this was not short-term price action, but still there is a lot of opportunity coming for Bitcoin. I'm not saying we are not going to have this crazy breaks towards the upside. I'm not saying we are not going to reach 44, 48,000 US dollars, maybe even higher within that year. Yes, guys. But overall, we are going to stay most likely in the proximity of this accumulation zone up until the halving 2024 April in approximately 363 days in accordance to that countdown. By the way, everyone is asking me, why are you still in these trades? And now everyone will ask me, why are you in the trades if Bitcoin is going to be so boring? Well, if we break the resistance soon, these trades are going to be beautiful, just even more than they are right now. This Bitcoin trade, $826,000 in a profit. This Ethereum trade, $81,000 in a profit. And yes, I am staying in these trades. By the way, if you want to follow me on these trades, in the pinned comment down below, I have $1,000 long position. If you are still hesitating, should I use it or not, do it only if you're an experienced trader. But please know that 36% is only left on this exclusive airdrop. If you click down below, you press claim now, and then you make your own. Let me actually go back here. You make your own account by registering, and I think the deposit requirement is $500, only as an experienced trader, please guys. But then you can get a free long position airdrop on Bitcoin as well. And that is something exclusive. That's something beautiful. That's why I think 75% or even more is already claimed on that. Be experienced. Thank you so much. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing. You probably see it. I'm a little bit on the tired side. I was not sick, but I had a little bit here. So I was going... I was stepping back a little bit from workouts and so on. If you're following me on Instagram, you can see that I'm working out very hard, and I lost a tooth here, but that was, I would love to say once again, that was due to a beautiful box fight, but it was actually while I was eating a quadruple smash burger with cheese. Anyways, guys, dear lovely ladies and gentlemen, I truly appreciate every single one of you, and we are going to see each other very soon at the next one of Mmcrypto. And as always, guys, as always, bye. Bye.